All right. How y'all doing? Um, I want to get right to it again. First of all, I want to thank the Creator, the Most High, Creator of Creators. Um, I want to thank Him for this knowledge and wisdom and enlightenment. Okay, a lot of this is real deep, hidden from the public, like classified, just recently released type information. So if any of it seems far-fetched or hard to believe, please feel free to research any topic that you like. We actually hope that you do research these topics so we'll open your eyes. I'm only sharing my opinions based upon extensive research of what we are up against and what we have to do to rise up as a whole and bring change. For many years, we have been lied to for the purposes of mind control, manipulation, and enslavement, not only to control a city or state or country, but for planetary domination. The things going on in this country are going on in other countries too. And the wicked forces that work against us are actual beings that are on this planet to this day. They have worked their way into political positions of power and major corporations and desire to control the masses through financial means, through entertainment and media outlets, by creating different belief systems, through secret societies, etc. It all has to do with the concept of divide and conquer. By withholding the truth and exploiting our differences, they create and promote violence, hatred, war, stereotypes, division, false realities, weakness, you name it. I believe and know that we are all individually great and powerful beings, and we will be greater than we can ever imagine if we come together and if we continue on the path of spiritual development, technological development, and the path of learning and loving and unity. Unity with nature and our neighbors as we develop in each carnation. The greatest two commandments is love thy father first and love thy neighbor like thy brother. They feeding us, even though they trying to feed us a lot of garbage, we don't have to eat it. We don't have to take it. We can turn the table around and put humanity's best interest back on the top of the list instead of these secretly unworldly, unhumane agendas. We can retrieve the truth from the places that it has been hidden by the hands of people who desire endless power. We can prove that we desire peace through love and not peace through war. We can practically eliminate crime, poverty, violence, and much more, and make war an absolute last option. We can see to it that everyone has peace and happiness, and a home, a car, health care, food, and free education, and a self-desired role or part to play in society. We can spread our population out among planets. We can do that. There are over 1 billion planets out there. So don't think that we are dumb enough to believe that this is the only 1 in 1 billion that can sustain life. They've been lying to us. They done lied to us about what's on the moon. They done lied to us about what's going on Mars. They've been lying about hundreds of other subjects that we really need to know the truth about. Because we need to fix it. Two wrongs won't make us right, and revenge is not the answer. We want what is right. We can bring the whole human race together and put our differences aside and work as one big team. See, there have been advanced benevolent races of ETs, extraterrestrials, helping us and respecting the rules of development for mankind's whole history on Earth. They have been protecting and guiding us as we will do others one day. They have been shutting down nuclear power plants to prevent some of our evil leaders from blowing up the majority of the population. Do the research. They've been deactivating nuclear missiles and all type of stuff. They've been like our angels for a long time. They have been our angels for a long time. But the devil got angels too. The devil got demons on his team. Now, in this case, the malevolent races, the disobedient races that came here and made treaties with our government, gave them knowledge and technology before they were spiritually and morally ready in exchange for abductions and experimentations. They weren't human beings. They were more advanced, and they tricked our government. Again, do the research, see for yourself. So anyway, one of the things they told our officials was that the planet was overpopulated, and we would have to solve that problem, but they didn't tell us how. They said that 5 to 600 million was around the right amount of people that this planet could support, and at that time, we might have been around 3 to 4 billion. I'm not sure, but the ruling elite or the powers that be came up with several different methods of trying to reduce and control the population instead of what I think we should have addressed, which was planetary exploration, which we are now more capable of than ever. Anyway, they came up with birth control and protection and various shots and things of that nature. Abortions, which is still a much debated topic. Unfortunately, they came up with false reasons for war, which proves to be very effective in reducing the population. And as we can all see, it's still going strong presently. We all wonder, why is war? Why? Yeah, they want war. They want the population. They want it to help reduce the population. Germany has something similar occur with their government, and that is why Hitler was so big on UFOs, recreating, reverse engineering UFOs and killing off millions. You know what I'm saying? But yes, they use chemtrails, poisoning the air with planes. They use viruses through vaccinations and pharmaceuticals. They poison the public tap water and many more genocides too. And again, please feel free to do the research because you need to see and learn. The reason it's far-fetched is because they try to keep it out of sight and out of mind. They ain't reporting on what they doing. They hype up gang and street wars through media, movies, and music to promote more violence and death. They really been wanting to use nuclear bombs for a long time so they could hide out in bunkers to achieve their goal of killing off majority of the population. They think of this planet as their dream garden, and they are the roses, and we are the useless weeds that need to be plucked or exterminated and thrown out for the garden to remain stable. It's a lot of research that you could do out there, you know. Um, it's a lot, you know. You never know. You can believe what you want, but if you research it, then you can come to your own conclusion, and you can see that the past, the present, and the future are all tied together. You could research some secret societies, the 13 bloodlines, or the Rothschilds, Bilderberg, the reptilian and gray agenda. It's all type of things you can research. Government conspiracies. And just remember, when you research, a lot of bullcrap, misinformation, and disinformation has been intentionally placed out there to throw us off, to just have us say, forget all this. to mislead us. So sometimes you got to do a lot of filtering to find the good, truthful stuff so you can really come to your own conclusion. Now, you have to realize that the people who are in power and part of this secretive or shadow government, some of them don't want what we want. Some of them they don't got human desires. Even though they look like a human, they possessed. They are beings that the Bible warned us about. Followers of Lucifer, assisting to fulfill an evil plan, incarnation after incarnation. They desire to rule planets. They desire to mislead populations. They want our soul. They don't want us to make it. They don't want us to go to the next level. You know, we not on their team. They not on our team. They evil. I mean, I'm not evil. Most people, I hope, not evil. You know, it's a lot of evil people who don't care. But anyway, these people, they are in many big corporations, and that's dangerous because we got evil people ruling the planet, controlling us. So they behind the IMF, the ICC, the Trilateral Commission, the Federal Reserve, many more corrupt banking and judicial systems. A lot of their companies have the appearance that they are harmless, and some of them actually used to be harmless, but have slowly been infiltrated by these sophisticated, secretive societies. Past presidents, politicians, and activists tried to warn us about secretive societies and tried telling us how the privatization of banks is more threatening and can be more devastating to a nation than a terrorist organization. It's the same thing as a terrorist organization. They also told us that if anyone hijacks our government, it will be the responsibility of the people to overthrow the criminals doing the hijacking. To me, the protests and uprisings across the world and now arising all over the U.S. symbolizes that people all across the world are so fed up that we are finally doing what we have to do. Kick these criminals out and regain our liberties. They're leaving us with no choice. We need to do it. They done drove us so far down that we fed up. And one day the enemy will be at our footstool. See, they don't know that they are just making us stronger. We cannot stoop to their level. We must live life always looking to serve one another and looking to maintain harmony and peace, not just for oneself or one's family or even one's country, but for all. See, the enemy and his followers literally feed off of fear and hatred and ignorance and all that negative stuff. That's what they feed off of. So if we eliminate it, they're going to starve. They're going to leave. They try to keep us entertained, misled, distracted, and unaware. For they truly desire to dominate us, these evil races. And if we don't band together and realize the truth, they will keep raising gas prices. They will keep taking our jobs. They will keep taking people's hard-earned homes back. They will keep meaningless wars and deaths ongoing. They will keep poisoning us. They will keep pumping poison into our youth and sending them down the wrong path. They will keep holding the truth back and enslaving us all, our whole lives. The bought and controlled media will keep lying to us and feeding us misinformation, disinformation, and propaganda and all types of garbage. Look how they mock the courageous protesters who just want our unalienable rights and liberties granted by our Creator and stated in our Constitution. Look at how the media is hurting Ron Paul's campaign, for example. He is fighting against them too, because he is fighting for us. He is being intentionally ignored and overlooked by the media because that is what they want us to do to him. Now they are pumping up and promoting Herman Cain, and from what I hear, he ran some pizza corporation or whatever, but he also used to work for the Federal Reserve. And now, surprise, surprise, he's the front runner to be the next puppet. I mean, president. I bet he's going to implement the same plan that the recent presidents have been enforcing. The New World Order agenda. We do not have to let them succeed anymore. The suicide rate among teens, the violence among teens, the inmate numbers among teens will keep rising. Uncles, aunts, moms, dads, brothers, and sisters alike. The numbers will keep rising if we continue to be misled. Don't fight back. They will keep setting us up for failure. The system isn't even designed for all of us to make it. Some of us gotta fail. Some of us gotta be slaves our whole life the way this system is set up. The system is set up for them to be kings and queens. I mean, they sitting back being amused by all of this control, confusion, control, chaos, while we continue to slave for them, while we continue to kill each other, while they watch us die off, while they retain the truth. We refrain from realizing what is really going on. And that is what they want. To either put us in a coffin, a living coffin, a cell, a jail cell, or to put us at each other's necks while they operate behind closed doors. They desire to keep disruptions and suffering in society normal, and peace and comfort rare and hard to find. But we don't have to let them succeed. We are much more greater than that. We are much more stronger than them. We have came so far and done so many great things by joining together. They've hid so many inventions. They've hid so many breakthroughs from us. that we have accomplished, that fellow citizens have accomplished. Look what they did to Nikola Tesla. We don't have to sit back and continue to be deceived while they hijack our planet, because that's what they're doing. It only take a couple drops of poison to ruin a whole a whole container of water. You know, few small secretive societies can take over a whole planet. They can. They have did it, but they aren't done. And we don't have to let them finish. We can take it over. It's way more of us than it is of them. And they know that. They create this illusion. This illusion like they unstoppable. But they need us to accomplish their goals. But they need to act in secrecy and deceive the people. They label conspiracy theorists as crazy, kooky, so won't nobody want to explore the conspiracies. Don't nobody want to be labeled crazy. You know what I'm saying? They do it through media. They horrible at it. They do it through movies. They despicable at it. Look how they portrayed Woody Harrelson in the movie 2012. Look how they made him look. They want you to view all the conspiracy theorists like that. But he knew the truth, didn't he? He was right, wasn't he? But look, they got him drinking beer and eating pickles all day, hiding out, looking despicable, man. And them is images that they implant in us all throughout our life. You know what I'm saying? To steer us away from the truth. We don't have to let them hijack our plan. We don't have to let them deceive us, man. We can fight by not participating in their unethical jobs, occupations, and unjustified wars. We can fight by opposing them, which we are doing, and trying to spread the truth. The true truth, not the truth that they've been telling us is the truth. We can uncover the truth, spread it to everybody. The knowledge and the love that our kids need and that we all need and desire. We can fight them with positivity because they feed off of anything negative. So when we out here protesting, we can't let something positive turn negative because that's what they feed off of. Now, know that the powers that be, they will deny and ridicule the accusations. They will mock us and lock us up. They will pepper spray us and billy club us. They will resist us. They are doing these things. They will make us look meaningless and ignorant through their major media outlets. They are doing these things. But we won't stop. They have had their chance. Now it's time to hand the wheel back over to its rightful drivers, the rightful owners. We want what we all want. We trying to go to the same place. We want peace and justice and happiness. We want equality among all. We want the truth and we want harmony. Just think about it, having all those things. That's what will make every day so much more greater, man. Life, every day of life for everybody. We came far as a race. On this planet, we've came far. Look at so much we've accomplished. But what we don't want, we don't want to be lied to anymore. We don't want to be forced against each other anymore. We don't want to be slaves anymore. We don't want to be led into traps anymore. We don't want to be set up to fail. We don't want your lies forced upon us anymore. We don't want our lives to be controlled by bankers or corrupt corporations or paper, money. We don't want it. We don't want to be brainwashed and conditioned to live in a lie anymore. We do know that we are capable of waking up. We are capable of rising up. We are doing it as I speak. And we can overthrow the evil forces that are trying to rule our planet, our country, our lives. We can. One thing they really don't want us to know is that UFOs are no longer UFOs. That we know that they out there. Aside of the reptilians and the greys who have their own agenda, there's many, many, many more races out there that are peaceful and work for the Creator, live for the Creator, serve the Creator with love and joy and pride and happiness, and they are on humanity's side. But it's about our spiritual, mental, conscious development. And the evil races, the malevolent races, they know that by hindering our spiritual development, they can control us. They can slow down our process of evolution. They fighting a losing war, but they just can't give up. They're not gonna give up. That's what pride do. You just get your own agenda, and that's all you really care about. But these peaceful races, they watch, and they probably hurt for us. They anxious to set us free. We anxious to be set free from these evil races. They anxious to share information and true knowledge about the wonderful universe. And they want to do it, and they're gonna do it sooner than most think. If we all knew the truth, we would be anxious for their wisdom too. They have been waiting for our government officials to let the people know, but our government has yet gained the courage to do so. Other countries been releasing the truth and being more transparent than our government about these type of topics anyway. Excuse me. Other countries are ashamed of the Western media for having so many blackouts on important topics and spending so many news stories just lying to the American people year after year, decade after decade. If our government wouldn't have agreed in their little treaty that no other races could interact openly with mankind, then the ETs would have already intervened, kicked out the bad guys, and started sharing knowledge and making their presence known. But soon that treaty won't matter, and they'll show themselves, and the truth shall be revealed. We also have to be aware of a fake alien invasion to be performed by the government to stir up much more fear and to steer people even further from the truth. No matter what the shadow government or these secret societies or whoever it is try to do, their time will be over the moment that we wake up and realize how and why we have been lied to. The moment we demand the truth and the moment we realize how important love and appreciation for our neighbor and nature is, that's the moment things will change. The moment our consciousness shifts, that is the moment the power will shift from their hands back into our hands. Much love. Stay strong. Keep fighting. Stay faithful. Till next time.